Could we check out your profile? Oh, I'm curious to see it. I think the guys might
Yeah,
be curious to
sure.
see it too.
Okay. This is me. And then I have
I'm gonna read it. Okay, so I'm
a
gonna
prompt.
pineapple on pizza is good. If you don't like it, your palate is just inferior. That's okay. That's cute.
That's a hard truth that I stand by.
Hold on. What's your primary picture? Let me see it
Um,
again. I'm
this
gonna describe
picture.
it to the. So guys, you can check this out if you want to see this. This is gonna be on YouTube. Otherwise, she is standing or sitting on a couch, head tilted. Looks like a model pose. Okay, continue. In a
Okay.
cocktail dress.
And I have like where I went to school
Yeah,
and
let's see all
height
that
and
stuff.
such.
Okay, you got 5 to 23 financial district, advertising. Okay, liberal. Okay, continue.
And I have this picture.
Okay, got it. So it's a selfie, also in the same cocktail dress, sitting down on your floor. Looks like you're about to go out for a night, and you thought, "Oh, I'm cute. I'm going to take this picture and maybe put it on my dating profile."
Exactly.
Okay, nailed it. Next.
Okay, then I have like a little fun picture.
Okay, fun picture. The same shirt you're wearing right now.
Yes.
Fun, maybe drunk, maybe not. Here we are in Manhattan is the background. Okay, keep going. Where's the next prompts there?
It's right here.
Okay, we'll get along if you like cats and splitting dishes at restaurants. Okay, do you have a cat?
I do have a cat.
Okay, I'd hope so with that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. By the way, I just want to say thank you. This is very cool that you're showing us this profile. Not a lot of girls would do that.
Of course.
Okay, so the next picture is you in a kind of a cocktail slash almost trendy lingerie-ish night out. Also sort of model-ish, sitting on another couch. You're wearing a lot of black. You like black.
I do like black.
Okay,
Looks
continue.
good.
All right. My love language is making playlists for each other. Very nice. And then the next picture, this seems like a little bit more casual homebody, glass of wine. You know what I noticed? You're never looking into the camera until maybe the next picture.
Yeah,
Funny
so
enough.
I did actually notice that, which is funny that you mention it. I just take a lot of pictures like looking away from the camera, I think.
And
So I
now
had
you're
to include
doing,
one that I was looking at it.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, another one on the balcony, good lighting, also in black, doing the hair pinch. Do you know what I call that, Kelly? I call that the Santorini hair pinch.
Why the Santorini
Okay.
specifically?
Because there was a period of time where I saw all these pictures of all these girls in Santorini, Greece, pinching their hair just like you did. And so I labeled it the Santorini hair pinch.
I like that.
But
It's funny.
it is, but I know why you do it. It definitely is. It's a very feminine and a very attractive pose for a female to do.
Yeah. I think
So-
it also just helps like if you're awkward with your hands and you don't like know what to do with them. A lot
Sure.
of girls just like touch their hair.
Right. That's good. That's good. So, yeah. I mean, listen, obviously, I mean, we're not here to dissect your profile. It's more just curiosity to see it and see what's up. So you obviously have no problem meeting men, going on dates. You probably match with almost whoever you want. Is that
Yeah, I would
accurate?
say that's pretty accurate, yeah.
Does that ever make you feel like happy? Like, does that ever, are you ever, if a man ever experienced that, it would be like a dream. For a man to be able to go on a dating app and, let's say, hypothetically, match with any girl that his heart desires, it would be incredible. I mean, some
Yeah.
men do. Supposedly the top 20% of men are able to do that. But that's a very small number, right? So most men would be like ecstatic at that. I know when I was doing online dating, I was definitely the bottom 80%. I was not matching with any person that I wanted to. You're experiencing that. I'm just curious. Is there any gratitude for that, or do you kind of take it for granted because maybe it's something you've always experienced? Are you like, this is awesome? Like, I'm just curious, like the female mind, like, are you like, nice, I matched with him? Or is that just so just norm for you?
I wouldn't say I definitely have not always experienced this. I was pretty ugly in middle school, so and high
Oh, you're
school.
ugly duckling syndrome.
Yeah, so I like didn't really guys didn't really start noticing me until like my junior year of high school at all. But I would say like it definitely gives gratification to match with people. I guess I don't really browse that much. Like I don't really match with people first as much. I'll just kind of let them come to me and go
Hmm.
from like whoever likes my profile. Um, but so it definitely gives like a sense of gratification. But I think that there are just so many people on that app, and a lot of times like you'll match with somebody and you'll never speak to them or like never have a conversation with them. Sometimes you'll start to have a conversation with somebody and you just like aren't feeling it, so you don't give them your number or your Instagram or like continue the conversation or like end up actually meeting them. So I think like yes, it gives gratification in terms of like wow, I have all these options, but a lot of them just naturally don't work out anyway.
Okay, so it's like you don't even care. It's like, ooh, whoop dee, I matched with them. Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean that's going to
Yeah.
be someone. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's like the match. I mean, I say that to guys too, right? Like, who cares about matching? What matters is, well, I say what matters is getting the date.
Yeah.
How many do you think? So, okay, if you're matching, let's say with 99% of the guys or 100% of the guys, how many of those land on a date?
I would say maybe like 30%. 30 to 50. No, 30. 30 to 40.
Okay, so a decent amount. So, what's your strategy in terms of the messaging? Like, do you have one? Because if you're on the dating apps and you're getting all those matches, are you letting the? I'm just. What do you do? What do you like?
Yeah.
What are you doing on there when you match?
Um, Big thing that I look for is if a guy doesn't just like your picture and he like actually says something, not just like you're cute or like hey. I think that's boring and like every guy does that. Or if he likes one of your prompts or says something, or maybe he likes your picture but he takes something from your prompt and says, oh, notice that you talked about this in your prompt. Like I love that. Like I love like making playlists for each other or something that makes it known that he read your profile instead of just speeding through women at like lightning fast. I think is something that'll definitely get my attention. And like if I'm like somewhat attracted to you at least, then I'll most likely 99% of the time match with you to see where the conversation goes.
Hmm.
Um, Sometimes uh, sometimes I'll start the conversation with something off of their prompt to see if they can carry a conversation. Because if not, then automatically no date. There's just no point in me going if I'm not going to be able to talk to somebody. It doesn't matter how hot you are. If you have an 8 pack, I don't care if you're Ian Somerhalder. Like if you can't talk at all, there's just you're not getting a date. And then I would also say like what I've been doing lately to kind of get straight to the point is asking guys like straightforward questions like what are the biggest red flags about you or something that's a little bit playful, but some guys give scary answers and so then I
Really?
automatically know like you're done, you're
Like
not.
what?
Like
Give me.
this one guy
Yeah.
said, what are the biggest red flags about you? And he literally, this is word for word what he replied. He said, I only like girls under 5'4" who are crazy in bed. And I was like, all right, you clearly are not getting a date with that answer because that's just not what I'm looking for.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, see, that guy is filtering. He's looking for the girl who's going to be an easy hookup, who's going to say, well, you found her,
yeah,
you know,
well,
or
I mean, yeah, I definitely appreciate like the upfrontness. I thought it's a little the way that he phrased it was a little bit intense, but like sometimes guys will say they have commitment issues, and I automatically know like that's not really something that I think I should go for because I'm probably just going to end up getting hurt in the end anyway. So I
mhm.
appreciate the honesty and like want people to be upfront, but I think it helps me kind of weed out people that like might actually lead somewhere more than just a hookup.